Hello, student friends. Getting tense because of tenses? Then don't worry. Today we are going to see all these tenses of English grammar with this interactive and informative presentation. I, Nilima Ambad, welcome you all in this presentation of forms of tenses in English grammar. Do you know what is the definition of tense? Or what do we mean by tense? The word tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time. You know that when we are thinking about tense, it shows time. A verb indicates the time of an action, event, or condition by changing its form. Now, based on time frame, we have three types of tenses. You know them very well. They are present tense, past tense, and future tense. As you know that first past tense we need to study, then present tense, and then future tense. Now here you are watching some images with the help of which the concept of past tense, present tense and future tense will be very clear to you. Now here you can see in the watches the difference of time is there. In first watch you can see the time is 1 past 45 minutes. That means the time has gone. In next clock or in next watch you can see the time is 2 p.m. It means now we are at this moment we are telling that it's 2 p.m. And in the next watch you can see the time is 2 past 15 minutes. It means it is the future time. Now with the help of this picture, with the help of this image, you will come to know that past is the thing happened, present the thing is happening, and future the thing which is going to happen. Now this image makes it very clear that what is the difference between past tense, present tense and future tense. Now see the first image where the person is saying some sentences. I was happy, I had fun, I laughed. Now if you are going to watch the date which is given near that image is Friday, January 2016. Now when you are watching the next image which is January 1, 2018, the person is saying, I am happy, I have fun, I am having fun, I laugh, I am laughing. So the person is in the present tense and he is telling what he is doing at the present time. And in the next image, you can see the future tense. It means we are speaking about the future time. Now we are in 2018 and the person is speaking about 2019. And the future tense, the sentences are I will be happy, I will have fun, I will laugh. So here you will come to know that there is difference between past, present and future tense. Now here the meaning of present, past and future tense is given. Present tense expresses an unchanging, repeated or recurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. Now, whatever we are experiencing at this moment, it will come in the present tense. Past tense expresses an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. So, whatever had happened, that is in the past. Future tense expresses an action or situation that will occur in the future. You know very well that we always use future for telling about the future plans. Now we have seen the main types of tenses. Now here we have subcategorize these tenses on the basis of aspect. Aspect refers to the nature of the action described by the verb. So on the basis of aspects, there are four types of each kind of tense. They are simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So now we will see what is the explanation of all these subtypes of tenses. Simple or indefinite tense. The three indefinite tenses or simple tenses describe an action but do not state whether the action is finished. What does it mean? That the simple or indefinite tense doesn't tell us if the action is complete or not. The next is continuous tense. The three continuous tenses, incomplete tenses or progressive tenses describe an unfinished action. Perfect tense, the three complete tenses or perfect tenses describe a finished action. Now see here the action is completed in the perfect tense. Perfect continuous tense, to combine the complete tenses and the incomplete tenses to describe an action which was in progress and then finished. On the basis of aspects, there are 12 possible verb tenses. Now here you can see in present tense also, in past tense also and in future tense also, we categorize all these tenses into 4 types. So in present tense we have simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. We have the same kind of categorization in past tense. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. The same applies to future tense. Simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Now when we are thinking about the tense, the sentence structure is very important when we are dealing with the tenses. I know very well that you are very familiar with these structures. But again we are going to revise all these structures with the help of this chart. Now when we are thinking about simple present tense, the structure of the sentence is subject plus verb or verb plus s plus object. Now when we are dealing with simple present tense, you know very well that when we are dealing with third person singular, that is he, she, it, we need to add s or es with the verb when we are thinking about constructing a sentence in simple present tense. The construction of simple past tense is subject plus V2, that is words past tense form plus object. And the structure of future simple future tense is subject plus will plus object. Now we will see the structure of continuous tense. Here we need to add some helping verbs which are in present, past and future tense. So the structure of present continuous tense will be subject plus am or is or are plus verb plus ing plus object. And the structure of past continuous tense will be subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing plus object. And the structure of future continuous tense will be subject plus will be plus verb plus ing plus object. Here you can experience that in continuous tense, ing form of the verb is used. In perfect tense, the structure will be subject plus have or has plus third form of the verb plus object. In past perfect tense, the structure will be subject plus had plus third form of the verb plus object. And in future, the structure will be subject plus will have plus third form of the verb plus object. Now we will turn towards perfect continuous tense. The structure in present perfect continuous tense will be subject plus have or has been plus verb plus ing plus object. And the structure of past perfect continuous tense will be had subject plus had been plus verb plus ing plus object. And in the structure of future perfect continuous tense will be subject plus will have been plus verb plus ing. Now here you need to observe whenever the word continuous is used, the ing form of the verb is used in the tenses. And when we are thinking about the perfect tense, the third form or the past participle form of the verb is used when we are using perfect tense. Now we are going to see subtypes of all these tenses. So first of all we will see what are the subtypes of present tense. They are simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Now we will see one by one the categorization of all these tenses and the uses of all these tenses. The simple present tense is used to describe habitual actions. You know very well that whatever things we do every day, we can tell them in simple present tense. For example, he drinks tea at breakfast. They watch television regularly. Now you can use or you can You can construct the sentences in simple present tense whatever you do or whatever habits you have in day to day life. We can also use simple present tense for repeated actions or events. For example, we catch the bus every morning. It rains every afternoon in the hot season. We can also tell general or universal truths with the help of simple present tense. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees. The earth revolves around the sun. We can also tell fixed arrangements with the help of this tense. His mother arrives tomorrow. Our holiday starts on the 26th March. Now we will go towards uses of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense tells about activities that are happening just now. Now whatever I am doing now, I am presenting myself in front of you. So the same thing is here. The example is I am playing golf now. The tense is also used for temporary activities happening about this time. We are staying at the hotel this week, or we are studying whatever class you are studying. So we are telling all these things with the help of present continuous tense. Now we will turn towards present perfect tense. Now present perfect tense tells about activities that started in the past and still continues. For example, she has known me for more than 2 years. It also tells experience that happened in the past but the effects are important now. She has been to London. Activities that have a present result. The bus hasn't arrived yet. Now we will turn towards the last type of present tense, that is the present perfect continuous tense. This tense is used for events that began at a point of time and are continuing now and will probably continue in the future. Now when we are thinking about this tense, always remember that we need to add the time duration, and for that we need to use for and since, these prepositions, to show the time duration or the point of time. For example, I have been playing tennis since I was 6 years old. Now here, since is the preposition which is used to show the point of time when the action has started. Present perfect continuous tense is also used to show the actions that began in the past and have only just finished. I have been working all day. I am so tired. Now we will turn towards the subtypes of past tense. They are again simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. The simple past tense is used to describe repeated actions in the past, an action completed in the past, and events that follow each other. And when you are watching these examples, you will come to know how this tense is used. For example, we worked in Seattle last week. I had a shower in the morning. Bill came home, he took off his coat and went to the kitchen. Here you will observe that the second form of the verb is used in simple past tense. Now we will turn towards past continuous tense. Past continuous tense tells about an action that started before another action in the past and continued after it. It also tells an action that started before a point in time and continued after it. And it also tells about to describe the situations. Now we will see some examples of it. When she saw me, I was looking at the trees. At 8 o'clock, Jane was doing her homework. The sun was shining. Jack and Jill were lying on the beach. Now we will think about the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to denote an event that was completed before another event. And it also used to show the activities that were completed before a point of time. And the examples of this tense are: the doorbell rang at last. I had been in the room since breakfast. In 2005, I had lived in the same place for 10 years. And now the last type of past tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to describe activities that began before a point of time and were still continuing at that point of time. Last summer, Josh had been renovating his house for 2 years. Actions that began before a point of time in the past and continued to that point. Josh sat down. He had been cutting the grass all morning. I hope you are understanding all the types of tenses and what are their uses and the examples. Now we will turn towards the subtypes of future tense. What are the future tense? Future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. The simple future tense. It is used to predict a future event. It also used with I or we to express a spontaneous decision. And it also used to express willingness. For example, it will rain tomorrow. I will pay for the tickets by credit card. I will do the washing up and he will carry your bag for you. Now we will turn towards future continuous tense. The future continuous tense refers to an unfinished action or event that will be in progress at a time later than now. The future continuous tense can be used to project ourselves into the future. It also can be used for predicting or guessing about future events. And the examples of future continuous tense are: next week I will be sunbathing in Bali. Just think, next Monday you will be working in your job. He will be coming to the meeting, I expect. I guess you will be feeling thirsty after working in the sun. The future perfect tense is used to denote a completed action in the future. When we use this tense, we are projecting ourselves forward into the future and looking back at an action that will be completed sometime later than now. It is most often used with a time expression. I will have been here for 6 months on June 23rd. You will have finished your report by this time next week. Now this is the last type of tense, that is the future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used to project ourselves forward in time and to look back. It refers to events or actions that are currently unfinished but will be finished at some future time. It is most often used with a time expression. I will have been waiting for 3 hours by 6 o'clock. By 2001, I will have been living in London for 16 years. Next year, I will have been working here for 4 years. I hope you have understood all the types of tenses and their structures and their uses. Now it's practice time. I hope you can solve these very simple sentences. You need to tell only the type of tense, whatever the sentences are given here. Now I will read the sentences for you. The first sentence is, we have known our neighbors for a long time. Can you guess what type of tense is used here? Okay, next, 3 days from now, my sister will be sitting in her new school. My friends always prefer to play outdoor games. Grandma was watching her favorite program on television. The girls and their mother had prepared last night dinner. I hope you can answer these questions instantly because you have understood the concept of tense. No problem. We are here with the smiley face and the answers of all these questions. So the first sentence was in present perfect tense. The second sentence was in future continuous tense. The third sentence was in simple present tense. The fourth sentence was in past continuous tense. And the fifth sentence was in past perfect tense. I hope all of you have enjoyed this presentation. Thank you very much for your patient listening and all the best for learning these tenses, and thank you very much.